body bags were whore lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Thursday, this is your Fright Chick speaking. Okay, so this week I'm going to be talking about VHS VIRAL. Now, if you guys have seen the first two, you will have your own opinion on them, but for me, the first two VHS movies were friggin' amazing. I love them, I love found footage, all that kind of shit, just, I love it, and they're great. Holy crap, did they drop the fucking ball with this one. Oh God, it's so bad, okay? Now, if you liked it, then great. I'm happy as shit that someone liked it, but I didn't. Now, of course, if you've seen this is obviously a found footage anthology. Sorry, I'm shaking my fucking laptop. Found footage anthology film, right? Two of my favourite things. I should have liked it just for that, so don't. So we have a wraparound story, and then we have 3 segments in this one, people. I'm pretty sure the others had more, so that's a fucking strike right there. There's only 3 in this. We have Dante the Great, we have Paranormal Monsters, I have no fucking idea what the other one was called, sorry. And then we have Bone Storm. Now, the wraparound story is, for me, super confusing. I have no idea what happened, okay? So when the fucking wraparound story ended, I had no idea what happened at the end of the film. I still don't know, and I looked it up. I had to, like, Wikipedia the whole thing just to check and see, like, what happened. I have no clue, and I read it. Never mind. So anyway, our wraparound story is literally just a guy filming his girlfriend, hoping to make a viral video. Now, an ice cream truck, if I remember rightly, yeah, it's an ice cream truck, is driving around the block and, like, past his apartment, it's basically in, like, a high chase, like, what is it, chase pursuit? What the fuck am I talking about? It's being chased by cops, okay? High speed pursuit, there we go. And he's like, holy shit, I can go get a viral video of this. So he runs outside, his girlfriend runs outside, she then gets abducted. I can't remember how or why, it was weird. And then he decides to give chase on a bike whilst trying to film the whole fucking thing and get his girlfriend back. Meanwhile, there are people on the street, including himself, that are getting videos uploaded to their phone, which for him is showing his girlfriend talking to him. Like, what? It's clear, so weird, so random, made no sense. That is like the wraparound story, and at the very end of the movie it obviously concludes the wraparound story, and I don't know what happened. He finds the truck and some shit goes down, and it's really fucking weird, confusing, not good at all. It's terrible. Okay, but we do have the 3 little segments in the middle of the film, obviously, and the previous VHS movies each kind of had their wraparound with people watching VHS tapes. That was the point. They put a new tape in and then you got a story. That did not happen in this second strike. So the first story, of course, is Dante the Great. I actually kind of like this one. It's literally a guy who finds a magical cloak, and we are seeing it in the form of kind of camcorder. He's filming himself using it. He becomes a super famous magician because he can actually make himself disappear, can make things disappear because the cloak is magical. The cloak needs sacrifices. He has to feed it people. Okay, that's the story. It was kind of cool because there's kind of a showdown towards the end where he's jumping all over the place and disappearing in that corner and turning up in that corner, and the cops end up onto him, and it was kind of cool. The showdown was kind of cool, but the whole rest of it was pretty basic. The second one, I want to say Paranormal Monsters. You know what? I'm going to fucking look. But yeah, so it's a Dimension story. Just gonna look this up. It's a Dimension story, and this is the only one I really like. This is the one I thought was semi-original and actually was worth watching. So yeah, wait a minute. Here we go. Parallel Monsters. I was close. So we have a guy. I believe his name is Alfonso. He has created a doorway, like in his wall. He's got a bit of Jeff Goldblum in The Fly thing going on, you know, except instead of it being teleporters, it's a wall, and he's trying to go to another dimension. He manages to succeed, and when the door opens, he sees himself and a complete mirror image of his entire house, okay? And he's literally a paranormal dimension where he himself at the same age doing the same thing. They've both been trying to make this thing work. They've both married the same woman, all that kind of junk. So they decide, after working out that they can cross over, to swap lives for about an hour and just like explore. And that was cool. I liked it. He's obviously, you're watching obviously this one go through this world and everything's on the wrong side, and he meets his new wife, like his wife, and she's completely different. And then the other one goes and the other one's wife is sleeping and he meets her. But it turns kind of freaky because the other dimension is like a fucking anti-god dimension, okay? It's demonic and it's a bit, you know, it's all like, you know, bloody and, you know, they're evil basically. So he's exploring. We mainly get it from the good guy's perspective, but we do see the bad one thinking, holy shit, what's he going to do to like the good wife and all this sort of stuff. And I liked it. So once again, it's handheld and all this sort of stuff, but I liked it. I liked the fact that, you know, everything was supposedly exactly the same except for the fact that one is evil and one is bad. That was great. The third one was Bone Storm. This one was alright. It's literally a group of teenagers on their skateboards just doing their thing with their little camcorders, filming all of their stunts. They're complete dicks, by the way, these people. And you want them to die. So yeah, great. But they decide to go to Tijuana to kind of like just be dicks really, buy fireworks and then find like a skate. But they find like an old, we don't have them here. It's kind of like those tunnels where people, like in Greece where they would drag race, you know, the kind of like, I'm assuming there was water on them at some point. They're just kind of like cement, like half tunnels. They find one of those basically in the middle of nowhere-ish. And then this really strange zombie apocalypse happens. I don't know if it's an isolated incident, but they're kind of just skating and some really, it's obviously a Mexican ritual type thing, you know, like a traditional thing. And they come along and they realise that there's more people sort of coming and they're just standing there and they start kind of chanting and they're obviously trying to bring some sort of monstrous being out. And I just thought it was very strange. I was like, are they doing this because the kids are skateboarding on some sort of sacred ground? Or did the kids just happen to be there that day and that shit was already going to happen? I don't know. But the thing that bugged me about this, it would have been a fantastic story and a great thing to see because obviously they all kind of start coming back from the dead after being killed and all this kind of stuff, and there's monstrous beings trying to... The kids just kind of make a big game of it. Like, they start taking them out, and I think one of them's got a gun for some reason, so they take them out with their skateboards, and they take them out with, like, sticks and, like, fire, and then, like, with a gun, and, you know, but they don't seem too overly, like, freaked out that this thing is happening. They're kind of, like, shouting and joking, and they're still skating. Like, they're just, like... Oh, dude, skate around that guy. Yeah, he took his head off. Yeah, skate around this. It's that kind of thing. And I was like, no, they should have been more freaked out and they should have been scared and just, like, took it seriously. And it just seemed really stupid because they didn't. Okay, it was really fucking weird. And then that's it. That's our 3 stories. And then our wraparound happens. And if you weren't confused by the time Bone Storm ended or you didn't feel like, holy shit, what was I just watching? You will by the end of the film because, like I said, the wraparound sucked. So bad. I can't even tell you, like, what happened. I don't want to. Watch it. Just watch it. Okay, so that was VHS Viral. I wouldn't even recommend picking this up. If you have the first 2, then yes, I would, because you need to complete your collection, and you might actually like it. You might even love it. But I really wish I'd have spent less on this. Never mind. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.